Hey, what's going on? Jeff Lobb here, Spark Tank Media. Just going over one of the hot topics that kind of gets the buzz going, but I think it's one of the biggest problems we're having in Facebook and social media is our Facebook business page. So I've got up on the screen what I call farming pages. This is just going to be a small segment on a strategy to be used for what I call farming and prospecting. One of the things that we probably don't like to do enough of, or probably don't do at all. But if you do, you have to look at two things. Look at your business page, your Facebook business page. It's either getting a lot of response and a lot of traction, and that's the purpose, or you've got a whole bunch of posts going up and nothing happening. A couple likes, a couple things. Maybe you're paying a company to put stuff on there. You're wasting your time. The whole goal of a business page is two things. A, get traction. B, the ability to advertise. I'll even add a few more in there. It's a public page. It gets found on Google. But if you're not getting attention or getting leverage or getting business from it, you have to just think about what you're doing with it and just why. Why are you wasting your time with it? Most of you get most traction on your personal page, which is where most people want to engage with you. Most people want to find out more about you versus just listings, articles. No one really cares about your listing on your Facebook business page. No one's waking up in the morning saying, oh, I'm going to go to so-and-so's Facebook business page, real estate agent page, that's going to show me a new listing. They've got Zillow, Google, Realtor.com, Trulia, all that place and all those sites to go find listings. So the question is going to be, what do you do with your page? One of the strategies, and my mind always goes to, how do I get more listings? How do I build my sphere? So I always like to take a product, and if you know me by now, I'll take a product, and I will be able to spin it in a way that will help me get business. So I've learned this. And if you've heard me live, you've heard me say this. So I'm going to drill this down. If you've never heard it, this is an absolute strategy that could change your business. And people say to me all the time, Jeff, if I dropped you in the middle of any city, USA, I mean, any normal city, USA, what would you start to do? This would be one of the strategies I would start to do. Instead of having a business page called facebook.com/Jeff Lobb real estate agent, which no one cares about, I've learned that I can go knock on doors for a living. I've learned 1980s when I started in real estate, I go knock on doors for a living. However, knocking on doors may not be for you, may not be what you want to do, you may not be good at it, okay? But I know that, look, it did work and it does work. Talking to people works. However, I also learned over the years that I can also talk to people. Or what if I could find people to talk to that knew more people than I did? What if I can create that network of people who knew a lot more than I did? So that being said, I chose to find who can I go talk to in my town or community and help build a relationship with. So take this theory for a second. Take this strategy and spin off of it. Make it your own. Here it is. What if I found and created a page? First, what if I create a page, something along the lines of facebook.com/living in Monmouth County, best of Passaic County, whatever area, whatever town. Now, you don't want to make it too micro to a town, but make it an area that you serve. Living in or best of are my favorites. You can make it a whole bunch of different varieties of that. But here's why. And I'm going to share some slides with you in the next couple minutes. But here's why. Is because if I can build a community page, not just about the community, but engage the people in it, I can use it to go prospect, which I know we don't do. So here's an example. If I found some of the local businesses in that community, and I have a page called Best Of, and I walk in the door and here's the script. Here's what I would say. Make it your own. I've been saying it for years. It's, hey, walk into the local coffee shop, not your big franchise stuff. Walk into where the people in your market area collaborate. Where do they go before work? Where do they go during lunch? Who are the businesses that serve the people in the homes that you want to sell? Think of that. The people in the homes that you want to sell. Farm areas, spheres, why I call it Facebook farming pages. And I'd walk in. Hey, my name is Jeff Lobb. I'm with XYZ Real Estate Company. I'm just putting together a Facebook page called the Best of, I'm picking a community, Best of Monmouth County. And I'm highlighting all of the best businesses and business owners in this town. I think you have an awesome bagel coffee shop. I'm here all the time. I want to be able to highlight your business. Are you okay if I highlight your business to a lot of my customers? I have customers in the area that are buying and selling real estate, and I would love to promote your business to my clients and share with them another place they should be coming to eat at or dine or shop or spend money with. It could be any type of business. Would you be okay if I took some pictures and shared your business on social media to my clients? Would you be okay with that? Think about that. Would you be okay if I took your business and highlighted it on my page, the best of blank county or living in this county? I think you're one of the best. 99% of them would be like, well, first of all, I'll be honest, the very first person that said this, that I said this to in real life, way before Facebook was even born, his words were, yeah, that sounds great, but how much? And I'm like, listen, this isn't about money. I sell a lot of real estate in this area. And I would love to promote to my clients places they should be going to spend their money. I want to highlight your business. I'd love to take some photos. We could do a little video interview, depending on your style, and talk about the cool things that are happening. Not just about how great it is. Like, what's your favorite thing here? How long you been in the business? Is it a family-run business? What's one of your favorite, products you have? Now, it doesn't have to just be about restaurants. This could be, think about where the people in your community go every day, every weekend. The karate studio, the dance studio, the dry cleaners, the places where sports things happen. Think about those types of businesses that are out there busting their tail, and you're going in to help provide as a resource in your local community. But what am I really doing? Getting the handshake. I'm talking to a new person. That's prospecting, same as knocking on a door, except what I know is that person I'm talking to and shaking hands with knows hundreds and hundreds of people that live in my community, and knows also probably hundreds of other business owners and investors and everything else that lives and acts and is in the business in that community. And then I take that post and I share that post with them. I'm going to share with you some ideas about your Facebook page, because sometimes your page has to have a theme, not just about real estate. Because I tell you again, no one cares about sometimes your real estate business. They care about themselves. So let me go through a few slides, just share with you some ideas, some different themes. These are from a while back, but just to give you the sample and flavor of this page is named Tampa Real Estate Investments. Just as a sample. What's it about? It's not about a real estate person. It's about investing and the model of, flipping properties and maybe money and raising money for properties and stuff like that. So it's got a theme to it. It doesn't have to be a real estate theme, though, mind you. It could be something else. It could be something tied to, this is the Tampa Real Estate Insider. Again, a little older one, but just examples. It's about the scoop of what's happening in that marketplace. It's like what's happening today. People love the scoop. It's drawing an audience, right? That's the game, is an audience. Here's a different flavor, the best of Sea Isle. Just an idea, the best of Sea Isle. So if I was a vacationer and I go once a year to this location for a week, or take my family there, this would be a place I'd stay in touch with as a resource to what's happening there, what's changing, did someplace new happen, did a new golf course open? Like, what are the things? So it would have my attention if it had something of interest to me, the consumer. See what else we got. Friend of mine, love her dearly, 365 Cranford Westfield. She's engaging in those two towns, all things in those two markets. Or I'm sure she covers a lot more than that, but she's focused on what's happening 365 days a year in those two towns. She owns it. She's got a history there, street cred like no other, and that's a page that will get adoption. And I'm going to make a couple good points here in a second, so follow me. Just want to keep this video to a length. Another dear friend, welcome to Warren and the Weiniger Group, and this stuff's changing and evolving as her company's changing and evolving. But the theme of a community page, and I want to make this post, I'm going to skip ahead to a slide because I want to make this point very clear. And it's a quote that I've threw together, and I'm going to tie back to a little bit of some Gary Vee stuff if you're a fan of Gary Vee. But I want you to understand, do not go create a community page and just post stuff about the community. No one's going to care about that either. So my quote to you is, it's never about the post. It's about the people in the post. Meaning, do not post about some restaurant that just opened. You go down and talk to it. The goal is to go talk to the people and prospect with the script I gave you. The goal is it's about the people in the post, not just about the article. Look, if I can go talk to a person and make a post and support them, but I connected with a person, male, female, whoever it is, the owner of that business that knows a lot of people, and I support them and they in turn support me. Now, I'm not asking them, by the way, and let me just get to my friend Gary Vee here real quick, because Gary Vee is the one that'll tell you from his book, the jab, 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 right hook, right? If you haven't read it, it's on the same premise. I didn't walk into that, business and say, oh, but I'm going to promote you on my page. I want to talk about promoting and supporting your business, but you got to put my cards on your cork board or on your countertop. No, this is about me helping and giving first. Let me help support your business. I think you do a great job. And let's just connect and learn to connect with each other as people first. The referral business, you'll earn it. If you do a good job relationship building, you'll earn it because you're giving first. So this was at an event. I speak at a lot of Inman events. I'm thrilled to be part of the Inman community. And Inman had Gary Vee at 2016 San Francisco event. And, I might have been moderating some stuff on stage, but he came out and did a keynote. And he's not in the real estate space. Don't get me wrong. He knows a lot about all the social and all marketing, but, not in our core business. And when he came out and used this quote and said this, that if you want to be successful in this business, you need to become the digital mayor of your community. The digital mayor, meaning that person that's shooting the video with your restaurant guy, with the owner of the dog walking place or the pet grooming place. And you could just shoot video on that mobile device that we've all been given, right? That shoots some of the best video out there. Okay, it doesn't have to be fancy. It's got to be authentic, right? So he says that. I'm actually sitting next to his videographer, D-Rock. And when he said it, it hit me again. Like, this is stuff I've been talking about in just a different language. I'm talking about it in real estate language. He's talking about it as at a high level, but that's what it means. So I make it about, it's never about the post, it's about the people in it. So using a Facebook business page as a tool and a resource to go engage your audience and support them by promoting them or highlighting things they do well is absolutely a way to generate and cultivate your farm area and your community. That being said, I'm going to leave this concept and strategy on that because remember, it can go a lot of different directions. It can go into any other hobby you have or passion you have for something else you do. So it's not always just about businesses and community stuff. It could also be about something else. But remember, the page has to be about something that will draw consumer interest in the people in your market you want to target. Remember, it's never about you. It's about what can you give them that they'd be willing to go and look at that page for. You would get their attention and they would click and like and talk to people about it. That's the premise of the conversation about a community type page. Always about the people in the post. It's never just about the post. Go talk to more people using your Facebook business page. Love that strategy. I do it all day long if I could. Back on the street, any given day, drop me into any city, state, or whatever. This is one of those strategies I would start to use immediately because I could do this and talk to them anywhere I am. All right, love this idea. Go execute it. Let me know how you do. Thanks.